Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Family Matters. Family Matters is an American sitcom series which originated on ABC from September 22, 1989 to May 9, 1997, before moving to CBS from September 19, 1997 to July 17, 1998. A spin-off of Perfect Strangers, the series revolves around the Winslow family, a middle-class African-American family living in Chicago, Illinois. Midway through the first season, the show introduced the Winslows' nerdy neighbor Steve Urkel, who quickly became its breakout character and eventually the show's main character. Having run for 9 seasons, Family Matters became the second longest-running non-animated U.S. sitcom, with a predominantly African-American cast behind only the Jeffersons, having aired 215 episodes. Family Matters is ranked third behind only Tyler Perry's House of Payne and the Jeffersons. History. The series originally focused on the character of police officer Carl Winslow and his family, wife Harriet, son Eddie, elder daughter Laura, and younger daughter Judy. In the pilot episode The Mama Who Came to Dinner, the family had also opened their home to Carl's streetwise mother Estelle, usually known as Mother Winslow. Prior to the start of the series, Harriet's sister Rachel Crawford and her infant son Richie had moved into the Winslow household after the death of Rachel's husband. The Winslows' nerdy teenage next-door neighbor Steve Urkel was introduced midway through the first season in the episode Laura's First Date, and quickly became the focus of the show. The popular sitcom was a mainstay of ABC's TGIF lineup from 1989 until 1997, at which point it became part of the CBS Block Party lineup. For its final season, Family Matters was produced by Bickley Warren Productions and Miller Boyett Productions in association with Lorimer Television and later Warner Brothers Television. As the show progressed, episodes began to center increasingly on Steve Urkel and other original characters also played by White, including Steve's suave alter ego, Stefan Urkel, and his female cousin Myrtle Urkel. Network change. In early 1997, CBS picked up Family Matters and Step by Step in a $40 million deal to acquire the rights to the programs from ABC. ABC then promised to pay Miller Boyett Productions $1.5 million per episode for a 9th and 10th season of Family Matters. However, tensions had risen between Miller Boyett Productions and ABC's corporate parent, the Walt Disney Company. Miller Boyett thought that it would not be a big player on ABC after the network's recent purchase by Disney. In turn, Miller Boyett Productions agreed to a $40 million offer from CBS for a 22-episode season for both Family Matters and Step by Step. CBS scheduled Family Matters along with Step by Step as a part of its new Friday lineup branded as the CBS Block Party, and scheduled a family-oriented block against ABC's TGIF lineup where the two series originated. Near the end of the 9th season, the cast was informed that a 10th and final season was planned, so scripts and plot synopses were written for the show. Ultimately, due to poor ratings, CBS cancelled Family Matters after 1 season along with the rest of the Block Party lineup. CBS also pulled the show from its regular schedule in the winter. As a result, the series finale was broadcast with little fanfare during burn-off summer TV time in 1998. Theme song and opening credits. The show's original theme was Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. It was scrapped after the 5th episode of Season 1, though it was heard only in the pilot episode in syndicated reruns. The second theme, As Days Go By, written by Desi Frederick Bennett, Salve and Scott Romy and performed by Frederick was the theme for the majority of the series until 1995. It was last used in the season 7 episode F.A. Lag, the only episode during the final 3 seasons to feature it. A longer version of As Days Go By was used during the first 3 seasons, though in syndicated reruns the short version is heard. The opening sequence begins with a shot of the Chicago lakefront, then a shot of the Winslow home. In the opening titles, the main characters were shown around the Winslow home. The opening credits during the first 3 seasons feature a scene showing the Winslow family riding their bicycles across the Irv Kupchinet Bridge over the Chicago River, an allusion to parent series Perfect Strangers, which featured a scene of Borky and Larry riding a tall boat underneath the same bridge, shot from the same angle in its own opening credits. From seasons 3-8 of that series, clips of episodes were shown after the bike scene, and before the house shot in the season 1-3 versions. The house shown at the beginning and the end of the opening credits is located at 1516 West Wrightwood Avenue in Chicago. The closing shot at the end of the credits, with the Winslow family at the piano, in which the shot pans outside the house, and the camera zooms out showing neighborhoods, and the North Side Chicago skyline in the background, was originally used in the pilot episode, The Mama Who Came to Dinner. The role of Richie as a baby was credited as being played by Joseph and Julius Wright in season 1, with Julius's name made to appear as Joseph's middle name in the titles. The duo was credited this way because the show's producers did not want audiences to know that Richie was then played by twins. The role of Richie as a baby was played by 2 children. Because California state law regulates the number of work hours for a young child, therefore it is common for the role of one baby in a television or film production to be played by twins. In season 5, after Hopkins left the show, White was given special billing in response to the popularity he earned as Steve Urkel. Appearing last in the credits, he was credited as, and Jalil White as Steve Urkel starting in the 6th season. In season 7, the opening theme song and credit sequence were dropped entirely, though it was brought back for one episode, F.A. Lag, the 11th episode of the same season. For all other episodes during seasons 7-9, the names of the show's main cast members as well as co-executive producers and executive producers were shown during each episode's teaser scene. Syndication. In September 1993, Warner Brothers Domestic Television Distribution began distributing Family Matters for broadcast in off-network syndication. Most television stations stopped carrying the show by around 2002, though some stations in larger markets such as WTOG in Tampa, Florida, continued to air Family Matters until as recently as 2005. In 1995, reruns of the series began airing on TBS Superstation, where it ran until 2003. From 1997 to 2003, reruns of the series aired on WGN America. In 2003, ABC Family picked up the series and aired it for 5 years until February 29, 2008. From 2004 to 2006, UPN aired the show for 2 years. BET aired reruns briefly in December 2009, and began airing the series on a regular basis on March 1, 2013. MTV2 also began airing reruns on September 7, 2013. The show aired on Nick at Night from June 29, 2008 to December 31, 2012. ABC Family and Nick at Night airings cut the tag scenes at the end of all episodes, despite the fact that many episodes during the series have tag scenes during the closing credits. In 2015, the series now airs on a Viacom-owned cable network Centric. In Canada, the series also aired on CTV and CBC for reruns. As of September 29, 2017, the entire series is available to watch via streaming service Hulu. DVD releases. Warner Home Video has released the first 4 seasons of Family Matters on DVD in Region 1, while the remaining 5 seasons were released by the Warner Archive Collection. On February 4, 2014, Warner Home Video released Season 4 on DVD, but consumers complained when it was found that the Season 4 set contained syndication edits rather than the original broadcast masters. Warner Brothers responded to the complaints, offered a replacement program to receive corrected discs and reissuing the set with corrected broadcast copies on April 4. All episodes are the original broadcast form except for the episode number 1 with the bullet disc 1 episode 6. The entire series is also available for digital download on Amazon.com and the iTunes Store, all but Season 6 remastered in both SD and HD. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Would you like to know more?